friends, Oracle Jessie here. Hello and welcome to my first free video course. And this is the first video of the free video course that I will be doing on new humans. So this is the new human free video course, video number 1. Okay, so if you will excuse me, I've got my notepad right here. You can probably see it in the reflection. So I'm going to be using my notes that I have prepared and downloaded for our class. This just probably the entire series. So, I guess I'd like to set the intention that these are going to be weekly videos coming out on Thursdays, free course Thursdays. That's the intention. Let's see how it goes. You know how it goes. But I don't know how long this course is going to be. I don't know what topics I'm going to cover. Honestly, it's going to be also guided by you guys. So if you have any questions or topics you would like me to cover during these free course Thursdays, leave a comment down below and I will do my best to answer those questions and cover those topics. So, without further ado, let's take a look and see how this introduction video goes. So, first off, what is a new human? That's the biggest question I want to define in this video. And so, in order to understand what a new human is, we have to look at the bigger picture. So this is not just about us on an individual level. First off, it's at the planetary level. So if we zoom out and look at our galaxy is moving into a new space in space that it's never been before. So the new energies are coming in that way, as far as the planets shifting and changing. And honestly, I don't understand a lot of this stuff as much as I could either. There's always more to explore. So if you're interested in looking into that, definitely go and do that, and then also leave your questions, like I said, down below. And maybe if a lot of you are interested in that, I can go into that more as well. So yeah, our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, is shifting into a new area that it's never been before, and the planets are shifting and changing in new ways. So, of course, that affects our sun, which is very, very much connected to our climate change. And I will discuss more on that later. So our sun and our sun's energy is very much connected to climate change here on Earth. And so our sun's energy is changing as well. So then if we zoom back in, down to Earth, and connect it to humanity, as you know, has this concept of free will. And so the ancients have prophesized the shift, which actually happened back in 2012, but we're still feeling the after effects, the aftershocks, and the newness of it today. And with free will, humanity has chosen to evolve into a more loving, more kind, more compassionate race, even though it doesn't necessarily seem that way, especially today. So, but we will talk more on that later as well. Today is just going to be an all-encompassing introduction video. So, what is the new human? I'm going to read this word for word because I think I did a pretty good job on this one. New human. A new human is old souls that have been here for eons, and new souls who are consciously committed to their own personal shift, their evolution, their transformation to expansion into a fuller capacity of love, compassion, and connection with the universe and all its inhabitants. So each new human, as we're evolving, we have our own unique strengths and weaknesses. We have our own gifts, and we have our own journey, our own path to walk during this time. And so with that, we also have our own guidance system. We have our own team. We have our own entourage. We have our own unique, very, very unique connection to the divine source. So all of us are connected, and all of us are part of the soup of the divine soup of all that is. And yes, I'll talk on that more. I know it's a metaphor, but we all play a unique part in the soup of the divine, in the soup of all that is. So, and all of us are connected to each other and to divinity. So, going with that connection, how the specifics of how we connect doesn't necessarily matter, as long as we are feeling that fullness of love, kindness, and compassion from divinity, and then showing it outward to others, and then also, of course, showing it first off to ourselves. All that matters is finding the love of God. Only love is real. Only love is real. Only the peace and knowing that love is real. So very much with this shift on the individual level, it's very much important for all of us to allow ourselves, first off, to shift and change how we connect with the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and the divine within all of us. So allowing yourself to shift and change in the way you connect in new ways that you haven't before, and then also allowing others to shift and change in their direction, and maybe even showing more openness and allowance and compassion for others who you wouldn't choose to connect in that way. You wouldn't choose to connect with the divine in that manner. So it's very much a radical allowance and self-acceptance. And then examining for yourself when you feel constricted for whatever reason, or when you feel like there's less of a connection, and why those things come up. And I notice this within myself when sometimes I'm feeling constricted because I am out of my comfort zone. It's like, ooh, I feel like I'm getting connected, but I've never done this before, and so it's kind of new and exciting, and also kind of scary at the same time. So that scary part comes in and like literally constricts. When I notice it with others, when I'm looking outside of myself, I notice other people connecting in ways that I wouldn't necessarily choose for myself. And so examining why I personally have that need or want or desire to control others. Maybe it could be, and I'm sure other people have this too, so maybe it could be that that I don't feel as secure in my connection, or maybe it's because that I love my connection and love my way of connection, and I want that joy and love for them in the same way that I have it, in the same method that I do it. So yeah, just examining, getting down to why that constriction, that resistance comes up for us. Yeah. Okay, so moving on. Our mission and our mission objective as new humans, should you choose to accept it, is finding more room for love, joy, and compassion, first within ourselves, and then bringing that outward to others. And our method for this mission are, like I said, it's a wide variety, and all gifts are welcome here as new humans. We need all of them. The earth needs all of them. The universe needs all of them. And we are learning to step into that fuller version of ourselves and claim our power and our sovereignty by claiming those gifts in whatever manner that they present themselves in our lives. So, we will discuss more and more of these in future videos, but I'm going to rattle off a list of some of the topics that we will cover, and some of the methods. And please, this is another part where please feel free to leave your questions and suggestions and for video topics. And if I say something and you're like, I don't know what that means, please leave a question or comment below, because I will use the comments and questions to guide this course. So here's some ideas: personal health, rituals, tools, divination methods. Excuse me, for those of you who don't know, I am an oracle, which means I use, for me, that's shifting and changing too. I use tarot and oracle cards primarily to do tarot and oracle card readings. Healing modalities, divine masculine and feminine, meditation, nature, Gaia, the ancients, the ascended masters, the angels, biology and cell changes, consciousness and DNA, also consciousness and physics, consciousness and the other sciences, old souls and new souls, and there's many more topics out there. There's a ton of stuff that we can cover, either during my topic videos throughout the week or in this course here. So, within all this, I know I'm throwing a lot of information at you guys. Notice I am not saying anything about physical age during this lifetime. It doesn't matter what age you are in your new human evolution. You can be 2 years old and just waking up into this new humanness. You can be 82 years old and just waking up into this new humanness. Age in this lifetime doesn't matter. In fact, we will cover in a future video how you can significantly reduce the aging process. And of course, people evolve at different times, and it's all divine timing. When you're here, when you're watching this, when you're watching other videos, when you're learning, evolving, growing, stepping more into your power and into your sovereign self. Of course, that's all part of the different paths in life and radical love and inclusion here. So, yeah, I know of people who are going through a lot of various life stages, and they are learning and growing and navigating. It's fun to watch other people navigate these life changes that they're going through. So, I'm going to wrap it up here. I know, like I said, I threw a lot of information about you, but we talked about in this video the new human. What's a new human? We We talked about old souls and new souls just briefly, and I will be going over those more in depth later. Our mission objectives and our methods. I mentioned that age doesn't matter. And finally, what I have for you this week is homework. Yeah. If you want to, if it calls to you, I would like for you guys to do some homework this week, at least until next week. And my intention is for this homework to build up on each other. So, I would like for myself and for you guys to start a new habit, and that new habit is to drink water every morning, very intentionally, and in the morning, preferably before you do much of anything else. So, I want this to turn into an intentional ritual, maybe after you brush your teeth, because, teeth brushing is very important in the morning. So maybe after you brush your teeth, maybe you just sit there in the bathroom and drink your water, or maybe you go and light a candle and drink your water, or maybe you drink your water sitting down at the breakfast table before you have your coffee or tea in the morning. The main thing is I would like you to be present for the entire time of drinking your water, and I don't care how much water it is. It doesn't matter really how much water it is. Some health professionals might disagree with me. So it doesn't matter if it's a shot glass of water or if it's, a full glass of water or a full water bottle. It doesn't matter. Just drink your water, sit there and enjoy it, and be nice to yourself while you're drinking your water. So, please, after you've tried it for a few days, share your thoughts and your results down below. And then I'm going to wrap this up here. So thank you so much for being here. Honor yourself for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. This is so exciting. I'm so excited to be putting this information out there. Keep an eye out for my other videos. I do energetic reading videos for our new human community on Sundays, and like I said, I intend for these videos to be put out every Thursday. And I will be doing other topic videos that that are tied in to this new humanness, this new human topic, this new human, new earth energy theme somewhere else throughout the week. I'm still trying to figure this out. But what you can do, I really appreciate you being here and watching these videos. Like I said, is like, comment, share, and subscribe if it calls to you. That really, really helps out our community, and it really helps our community grow. And more intentional new humans is what this world, this universe needs at the moment. So, and then also check me out on social media elsewhere, all at Oracle Jessie. I will be putting my links down in the description box below. You'll also find my contact information down there if you're interested in working more one-on-one with me and going more in depth to stepping into your full power and your sovereignty. That's one of the biggest things that I want to empower you all to do, is to find your voice within you, find your guidance, find your soul entourage, and do what makes your soul sing, and just step into that power and use your own unique gifts to their fullest potential. Because that is where each of us steps into our zone of genius, and we are going to radically heal the world. We are. From the inside out. With ourselves first. So, I'm going to hop off here. I hope you're having a fantabulous day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. This is the perfect time for you to be watching this video. Thank you so much for being here and being your own sovereign self. Hasta la bye-bye, new humans. I love you all so much. Sending you so much love. Hasta.